Imagine a world where a deadly poison, lurking in the environment for millions of years, might have actually helped shake the destiny of humanity. That's right, lead, the notorious toxin we associate with modern pollution, could have given our ancient ancestors a crucial advantage over their Neanderthal cousins. But here's where it gets controversial. What if this environmental hazard didn't just harm us, but evolved us? Stick around, because this eye-opening discovery might just rewrite how we view human evolution. Far from being a product of our industrialized society, lead has been a silent threat to life on Earth for nearly 2 million years. A groundbreaking international study has unearthed evidence that exposure to this heavy metal wasn't always a curse. It might have provided Homo sapiens with a competitive edge. Researchers meticulously examined the lead levels embedded in 51 fossilized teeth from hominids, our broader family of primates that includes humans and our extinct relatives, spanning dates from 100,000 to 1.8 million years ago. These samples weren't limited to just humans. They came from a diverse array of species to paint a fuller picture. Included were teeth from modern Homo sapiens, our close relatives the Neanderthals, and earlier Homo species. The study also drew from more distant ancestors like Australopithecus, often called ape men for their mix of human-like and ape features, Paranthropus, known for their robust builds and powerful jaws, and even the massive Gigantopithecus. To round it out, they looked at fossils from orangutans and baboons, providing a broad evolutionary context. For beginners wondering what hominids are, think of them as the group encompassing all great apes, including us humans, essentially our extended family tree. Interestingly, this research ties into another fascinating story. Recent findings confirm that Ludwig van Beethoven likely suffered from lead poisoning, though it wasn't the cause of his death. It's a reminder that lead's shadow has long extended into famous lives. Delving into the data, the team detected clear signs of intermittent lead exposure in a striking 73% of the specimens, 71% specifically among hominins like Australopithecus, Paranthropus, and Homo. These lead lines in the teeth act like a time capsule, recording periods when lead seeped into the body. We know lead is a potent toxin today, linked to everything from brain damage to heart problems. But the study suggests Neanderthals might have been hit even harder. To explore this, scientists conducted experiments using lab-created miniature braids known as organoids. These are tiny, simplified models of human organs grown in a dish, mimicking brain development without needing a full body. They tested two versions of a gene called Nova1, one carried by modern humans and another found in Neanderthals and other ancient species. The results were revealing. Organoids with the older Neanderthal-like Nova1 variant showed significant interference in the activity of another gene, FOXP2, which produces a protein vital for speech and language development. In simple terms, FOXP2 is like the blueprint for the brain regions that allow us to articulate words and understand complex communication. Think of it as the genetic key to human language. The modern human version of Nova1, however, caused far less disruption. As developmental biologist Alison Watry from the University of California, San Diego explains, these results suggest that our Nova1 variant may have offered protection against the harmful neurological effects of lead. He adds that this is a remarkable case of how environmental challenges, such as lead poisoning, could have spurred genetic shifts enhancing survival and communication skills, though it also makes us more susceptible to lead's dangers in today's world. Lead's toxicity isn't new. It's been connected to severe issues like neurological disorders, cardiovascular disease, where it might even outpace smoking or high cholesterol in causing heart problems, mental health crises, potentially triggered by leaded fuels in past generations, IQ reductions, affecting up to half of Americans since 1940, and even higher crime rates linked to childhood exposure. And this is the part most people miss. We often blame our modern activities for lead spread. starting with mining and smelting during the Industrial Revolution, when lead was added to paint and gasoline, contaminating the planet. But ancient hominids faced lead from natural sources long before that. Volcanic eruptions, wildfires, and natural geological processes could elevate lead in food and water supplies. Exposure varied by species, as evidenced by the teeth. Paranthropus robustus showed minimal, low-level lead traces, possibly from brief events like forest fires, while Australopithecus africanus, an early Homo species, displayed more frequent signs, likely from a diet that accumulated lead through the food chain over time. While the study stops short of claiming lead directly drove our evolutionary triumph, it opens up a tantalizing what-if in our tangled history with this metal. Could it be that lead's poison became our evolutionary elixir? This idea might ruffle some feathers. After all, isn't lead just a harmful pollutant? Yet it invites us to ponder, if environmental toxins shaped our brains, what does that say about how we adapt today? And here's a controversial twist. Perhaps Neanderthals' vulnerability to lead was a factor in their extinction, giving humans a leg up. Do you agree, or do you see this as overstretching the evidence? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear opposing views or alternative interpretations.